Hello, Aiden Jonas. Today I'll be going over 3 levels of AI and how you can use it in your business because it's basically the most important part of your business today. Let's dive in. So basically level 1 is, as you know, just using ChatGPT, giving it a basic prompt and letting a large language model, or also called an LLM, generate a basic text answer for you. Of course, it can also give you like a PDF file or a table or like a CSV file, but the whole point of level 1 is it's a human that gives a prompt to an LLM for it to calculate the probabilities of each token and then spit out an output. So an example of this could be you, Aiden Shona over here, giving it the input, draft an email for a coffee meeting with Thor this weekend, and the LLM would process the input, calculate the probability of the tokens, and then it will spit out the output. That's a decent email for Thor that you can send to invite him to this coffee meeting. But why would you need more than that? Like, why can't we be satisfied with just the use of a basic LLM? And why can't large language models not just answer all my questions in life and business? That's a good question, and we'll look into it now. Because you see, if you give it this input instead, so before we asked it, draft an email for a coffee meeting, and now we're asking it, when is my next coffee meeting? And the LLM will try its best to answer your question, but it will answer something like this, or at least this is the output that I've got. I don't have access to a calendar, so I can't see your upcoming meetings. If you let me know which calendar you use, Google Calendar, Outlook, etc., I can help you set up a workflow to track or retrieve your next coffee meeting automatically. So basically, the LLM doesn't have access to our calendar, and I guess you already knew that this would fail, right? Of course, because it doesn't have access to a calendar, so how would it know how or when your next coffee meeting is? So how do we give it access to my calendar? Of course, this brings us to level 2. I'd say there is a level 1.5 sort of in between here, because the level 1.5 would be like a basic automation work or basic workflow that happens in a specific order. So step 1 to step 2 to step 3 to step 4 without any AI. And level 2 is basically that, a simple workflow where you have an input or a workflow trigger. You have the machine, which is the workflow, and you have the output, which is the result of the workflow. And basically, this is the whole machine of level 2. An input, workflow trigger, the machine, which consists of different modules. So a workflow will also always consist of different modules. It can have 1, 2, 3, or 4 modules, but it can also have hundreds or even thousands of modules if you want to build very complicated things. So the example I'm showing here has 4 modules, as you can see here. And module or the workflow trigger could be, for example, a new event schedule in your calendar. It goes into the module 1. That could be anything. It could be a spreadsheet, log the events in a spreadsheet. Number 2 can be a Slack notification. And number 3 could be a ChatGPT module, which, I don't know, it could be anything, which, like, it could be an assistant, which you give a system prompt and it can do anything with the input it gets from the Sheets module or the Calendar module. So, and then it will spit out some sort of output. This could be, for example, when is my next coffee meeting? That could be the input, a Calendar module, a Sheets module, and then a ChatGPT module, which will generate an answer for you and maybe answer you in Slack here. I don't know. It could be whatever you like it to be. The point is, level 2 is ideal for a question like, when is my next coffee meeting? Because it's a workflow that always happen in a specific order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's always the order. It goes this way, always. It cannot happen in a different order. Level 2 is ideal for that type of question. And if you see the next illustration here I've made is kind of illustrating a workflow. You give it an input and then it will process it and give you a specific output. So basically everything that happens in here is all the technical stuff that is the automation workflow or the AI automation. And here's a practical example. You have a trigger, for example, once a day, every day at 8 o'clock or 8 a.m., searches the calendar module in mate.com, searches all the events in calendar. It has an output, which it puts into a spreadsheet, and then that spreadsheet will have an output. It will say, I added a row to a spreadsheet with the event, and then a ChatGPT module would, for example, write a summary of all the tasks and events you have that given day, and you'll have a daily message in Slack to kind of summarize your calendar that day. And this is a very practical example of how level 2 is working, because it's not just an LLM which you give a text input and it gives you a basic output. And it's not just an automation workflow. This is an AI automation workflow, which always happens in the same order, but it contains AI. So this is an example of AI that has access to my calendar. The ChatGPT module gets an input of my calendar events and then spits out a daily summary of the events. But everything always happens in the same order, and this is the key point here. The AI has one single specified job to do and can never make decisions. Also, a key point here. The AI is not to make decisions. It is to take the input, process it, and give you an output. So it can never do something else than that, which brings us to level 3. So level 3 would be AI agents. And an AI agent works basically on a macro level the same way. It has an input, there's a machine, which is the AI agent, and there's an output, like the other 2 levels. But the difference here is that the AI agent gets an input, the machine will be the AI agent itself, which is an AI that can make decisions. So it takes an input, it analyzes it and processes it, and then it has different tools. So for example, it has memories of all the different tasks that it gets and all the different answers that it's spitting out. And then it has tool 1, tool 2, and tool 3. And basically, depending on the input, the AI agent will decide whether to use tool 1, tool 2, or tool 3, or all 3 of them, or for example, tool 2 and tool 3. This is, essentially an AI agent is just a workflow that doesn't always happen in the same order. It has specific tools. This could, for example, be your calendar module that can create events. This can be a calendar module that searches events. This can be a calendar module that deletes events or updates events. And then you would call this a calendar agent. And this could also be like a personal assistant that gets an input, for example, a Slack message from you, the user, and then the AI agent will process it, consider which tool to use, and then the tool can also be another agent. So the personal assistant agent, which would be this one, can have another agent as its tool. So this could be a calendar agent, this could be your Slack agent, this could be your Google Docs agent, or your whatever, your project management agent. So basically, you could ask the AI agent something in Slack, and so basically, you could ask the AI agent something in Slack, and it would consider, depending on what you answer or what you ask it, it will consider which tool to use. Is the user asking me to create an event? Is the user asking me to send something in Slack, for example? And this could be schedule a dinner at this restaurant at whatever time makes sense in terms of my calendar availability. So that will cause the agent to search your calendar, see when you're available, maybe make a HTTP request to the internet, or just like search on the web and see when a table is available. And then it would book the table and then spit out the result and give you a message back. So the AI agent has a brain that has a prompt. It will take decisions based off the prompt you provided it. It will decide which tool to use and generate an output from that. So rule of thumb, the human is the decision maker. It's an AI workflow. If the AI is the decision maker, it's an AI agent. So yeah, that's the 3 levels of AI and how you use it in your business. I'll cover the rest in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Dejligt.
Er det fint nok?